everyone. This is Jarad and Jason, and I'm Emily Ann with Protective Enclosures Company. We're the makers of the ultimate indoor and outdoor TV and display enclosures, such as the TV Shield. Welcome to our day in the life. We wanted to kind of give some behind the scenes of what we're doing here at Protective Enclosures Company and just us and who we are. So that's what a day in the life is, and we might be sharing something personally, maybe about our products or just day-to-day what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and kick it off with my day in the life, little kind of sharing that I want to do, which I want to share about what's some of my favorite things about Protective Enclosures Company and working with the team. So my number one thing that I want to share for today is how much I really am excited about the products that we manufacture. I love nature, and I know like the health benefits of nature, being out in the sun and fresh air, all of that. So I'm just a nature fan in general, and I also grew up like watching a lot of TV. Yep, I watched a lot of TV, so I love it, and I think
I enjoy my TV. Some people watch TV. I gotta say I enjoy relaxing, watching a game, watching a movie, watching a show. So
exactly.
Hate me or love me, but I gotta say I do like relaxing and watching some.
I'm in that boat too, and also I like there's research actually on both the health benefits of being outside, but believe it or not, there's some studies out there as well about the benefits of watching TV. Obviously, it's everything in moderation, like anything else, but there's definitely like mental health studies. Obviously, it depends on what you're watching. Pick good content that's going to be good for you and do it, with a reasonable amount of time of your schedule, balanced with other things. But yeah, literally, there's let's see, I've got a University of California, the article is why binge watching might actually be good for you. So if you want to go Google that and check it out, it's out there. There's credible, good sources that talk about this, and I find it helpful for me, again, in balance. So being able to work with a product where we're bringing those two awesome things to people really excites me and motivates me, and it's one of the reasons I love being with Protective Enclosures Company. So there's that. And
we love having Emily too.
Thank you.
I agree. I mean, there's nothing better than watching something outside, whatever it is, a show, watching a game, whatever it might be. So friends, family,
It's so cool, and it's also it's neat to live in a time. I mean, not only a time where we can watch TV at all, obviously, it's just as we get so used to things, but it's just amazing, the technology, and then to be able to take it outside now and use it in that way, things are just it's a really cool thing. Yeah.
You know me. I'd almost like to go back to fax machines. Give me a black and white TV, I'd be cool with it. Just give me some, but go back to fax machines. No more emails, no more text messages.
That's what he said the other day. I was telling him about the GPU miners, and he said, go back to fax machines.
Too complicated. Yeah. Okay, so then the second thing for me is people. Early on with, when I got into the workforce and, had different experiences with different companies, I realized so quickly how awesome it is to work with awesome people and how important that is for your work experience. And, work is a big part of your life, and so being able to do that with good people, nice people, positive people, it's a game changer. So the people with Protective Enclosures Company, I definitely want to share that with everybody, how much I appreciate everybody, appreciate you guys, everyone here. It's just awesome. So that's my second thing.
We appreciate you more than you know. Thank you, Emily. My name is Jarad King, the founder and owner of Protective Enclosures Company. We're going to do a little bit of stuff outside of right here. I'm going to show you a real day in the life of, but just real quick about me. You see that I'm kind of Pirates, baseball, jazzed up. I'm not always in or usually in gym shorts and tennis shoes, but I coach my son's baseball team, two teams. with an S, and Pirates are one of our teams. So if you didn't see our Jam Jokes session, you should go check that out. We introduced ourselves on that one also the first time. But I coach my son's team. A little more about me. I am a dog person. The other one, you're a cat person.
I'm a cat person.
Dog
Dog,
person.
he'll tell you. I have a red bone coonhound actually, which is a bit of an odd dog that you typically don't see, but they're amazing dogs. Two young ones, a 9 and 11-year-old. My 9-year-old son is the one that I coach his baseball team, and of course we have baseball today. That's why I'm in my baseball gear. We appreciate you, checking this out, taking a few minutes to watch it. I think we're going to keep doing these where you guys can get a real kind of, inside look of where what our company does and who we are, and a day in the life of, for me. I'll keep all the bad stuff out of it, or I'll try. But we'll try to keep it positive. But I'll try to also be real in a lot of ways. So we'll do these, ongoing. And if people are watching them, then awesome. And if I can, give somebody some good information about business or trials and tribulations that I've had in the multiple business that I've started. Those are some of the things that I'm hoping to share with people. So.
Excellent. I'm Jason. I'm the VP of Operations, and I'm a dog person, so I'm Team Dog. I think as you watch these and you hear the stories that Jarad tells you, you'll learn a lot about being an entrepreneur. If you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you're going to learn a lot. Really something that I really respect about this company is the craftsmanship that goes into the product. I think that's a lost art today. I think it's lost on a lot of folks out there, but the level of detail that goes into these products, the level of care that goes into building them, and the team here at Protective Enclosures, really everyone knows how to build the products. They know all the parts, and it's just something that really makes a difference, especially today with the product that you buy. So if you're going to put your hard-earned money out there, you want to buy a quality product, and that's really what we have here.
And we do have a larger team. Some are a little shy, some are just working away, working hard, but maybe you'll see them in the future. But of course, as a company, we don't ever want to put someone out there or force them to do anything. So we ask if you want to, and some said, not yet. We want to see how they go. So we're the ones that are putting ourselves out there as of today. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. See you in a few.
Thank you.
Before we get started with this prototype, I just wanted to mention that you're going to see some glare on this, and that's because there's no television in it and there's no television on. So we're getting a lot of interference from the white wall behind us. Normally you won't see that once you have a television in the case and it's turned on. We just wanted to share some of the areas of the TV Shield and Protective Enclosures office. This is an area that is a smaller warehouse where we house some of our smaller products. We also do a lot of product testing here, especially upstairs, and a lot of prototyping. More than likely, if you order one of our TV Shield Pros, they're not going to come out of this warehouse, they're going to come out of a larger warehouse. But this is more of kind of our play area where we do a lot of product testing and a lot of cool things. Here we have a very large TV Shield Pro unit that we're working on. This is the 7580, 85 inch, very large, very heavy, and very strong. It's all metal, got the gas shocks, fans, internal brackets, and the locks as well to keep your television, your very large television, secure. We also do some shipping out of here for some small items, but like I said, our larger items are going to come out of a different warehouse. This is mostly our prototyping area.
Guys, Jarad again. Said we were gonna do a day in the life, so just starting off.
Jason!
Just my little man here, just having a little fun. About to head off to baseball, like we've talked about a few times. But this is Jameson. It's the one that had the jokes earlier for me. So, day in the life. I mean, you know, as a small business and an owner, I mean, we definitely, just like a lot of people in my organization, wear a whole lot of hats. But you know, I don't know. There's this. It's spreadsheets and pricing, and I mean, you know, I got spreadsheets on top of spreadsheets, on top of pricing, on top of quotes, on top of changing things, on top of checks we gotta get in. And as everyone else, you know, the 250 emails a day, sifting through. But, you know, dealing with Amazon, which takes up 25% of our, you know, our capacity here. And we do 20% of our business through. So if you can ever buy directly from a company instead of on Amazon, always remember that, you know, if it's a small business, they have to pay 10, 12, 15+%. And if you can go direct to them, that's always really helpful. But yeah, I mean, it's day in the life. So this is what I'll do all day today. And in maybe an hour or so, I'm off to baseball till, you know, 7:30 at night. But it's something I thoroughly enjoy. You know, as being out there with my son, but also, you know, changing. Sometimes you really can change a kid's perspective and drive and will. You know, there's definitely been coaching for 5 years now, and coaching rec teams and then higher level teams, and at least once or twice a season, you know, there's a kid that may be coming from difficult home or whatever, and being able to connect with them and make them love the game of baseball is always super rewarding. And then, you know, every once in a while, I'll have a sip of my scotch, you know, but that's it. You know, typically we'll have all kinds of stuff, parts and testing things and fans and different ways that we might be able to come up with new products, and, you know, dealing with a lot of aluminum and extrusion and metal forming, and then you get into stuff like this that you have, you know, 150 different seals that you have to go through, find the right ones. So, you know, I could probably go on forever on just the different things that you do as a small business owner, you know, on a day-to-day basis. But you know, being a U.S.-based company, manufacturing the large majority of our products and all of our original products in the U.S. is something that you know, it is very important to us, providing the U.S.-based jobs. You know, I know that's a big thing right now. We've been doing that for 14 years, 15 years, I don't know how long, you know, 15 years. And so, you know, we hope that people will see this. Again, we'll be doing this, you know, every couple, like once a month, or Emily has it scheduled for us, and we'll get into a lot of different things. And, you know, I'm hoping that right now, I do know it's tough. And for anybody that's out there that's a business owner or just an individual, it's tough. As a business owner, I know if it's tough for you right now, you're not alone. Believe me in that. This has been one of the hardest 8 to 12 months that I've had in business so far. And then of course you got the tariff stuff kick in and all that, which does affect us to an extent. But it can weigh on you as a business owner. It can really weigh on you. So you have to keep a good mindset. We'll use that as our one thing this time. Just try to stay positive. Try to disconnect when you can. Don't take it home. So, thank you for watching.